Hey guys, Andy here, and today we have our Pan That Palette update for July. If you don't know anything about this, this is a Pantastic Ladies collab where you had to pick your oldest palette in your collection and pan it. This goes from January 1st to December 31st of this year, and yeah. I'm doing the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I did take out the cream concealer base shade, so I'm working with 17 pans, and we hit 2 new ones. So if you want to see my progress on this palette, then just stay tuned. As always, everything I'm wearing will be listed in the description box, and if you like makeup unboxings with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's go ahead and jump into this month's update. Alright, so like I said, the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. This is the oldest palette in my collection here. And this is what we are looking like. We are at 6 out of 17 pans. We're almost halfway through it. Very, very happy. So our 2 new pans are this shade Secret, which I hit first. I hit this pan on July 4th. And then I hit the shade Play on I didn't write it down. Let me look at what day that was. The 6th. I didn't write it down. Hit pan 070623. All right, so now I'm going to go through and tell you my usage on each of these shades now. On the shade Bear, we have used it a total 10 times because I have used it since hitting pan. I hit pan on this February 15th. The shade Crave, I've used it 9 times. Play, it took me 14 uses to hit that shiny pan. Fantasy, I've used 5 times. Love Bite, I have used 9. Spanked, I've used 11. Lace, I have used 7 times. It took me 6 to hit pan, and I hit pan on May 29th. I flipped my page. Then we have the shade Daydream, which I've used 10 times. Tickle, I've used 8. Excite, it only took me 2 uses to hit pan on that, and I hit that April 17th. Infatuated took me 4 uses to hit pan, and I hit that on March 10th. The shade Kinky, I have used 9 times. And then, like I said, I depotted this shade because, ew. The shade Secret took me 11. I've used it 12 times, but it took me 11 uses to hit pan, which I said I hit pan on July 4th. Tease, I have used 9 times. Raw, I have used 13 times. Charmed, I've only used once. I really need to use this shade, but it's just, hang on. It's just so dark. I'll swatch it in just a second and show you why I don't like it. And then Teddy, I have used 8 times. So let me swatch the shade Charmed for you. So that's the shade Charmed swatched out. Like, it has a really dark base. It does have a nice sparkle to it, but it's such a dark shimmer that I don't like it. And compared to Kinky, which is another one that I don't love because it's not one of the special shimmers, Kinky isn't anywhere near as dark. So I find Kinky, even though it's not as special, easier to use. So if you have any ideas on how I could get some extra use on Charmed, because obviously, like, I can't use it as face highlight. It's way too dark for that. I mean, I guess I need to just start incorporating it maybe on the very outer corner, maybe just start putting it there just because to try and get some use on it. As I said in my last update, I have amended this. I'm not going to feel sad if I don't hit pan on the shimmers in this palette because they are so ungodly hard pressed. If I could hit pan in every single matte shade, I will feel like I succeeded in panning this palette and I will be happy with it. If I hit a pan in one of the shimmers, I will be so surprised and feel accomplished. But I just really want to hit the remaining mattes, which now we have 6. So if we're counting matte shades, I have 4 pans of mattes and we have 6 mattes to go. So, and I have pretty good dips. The next 2 to hit pan would be Love Bite and Spanked, my 2 deepening shades, because those both have really good dips. I really need to get moving. The one that has the least amount of use is Teddy, and that's just because Teddy was so similar to Secret, but now that this has pan, I won't use this again. I will just use Teddy. So I think from here on out, Teddy's gonna really get use. It's just those 2 shades were basically the same color. I don't know why they were both in the palette, but yeah, I'm very excited. Like, I see we can do like a pinky neutral look, and we can do a purpley neutral look with the remaining shades that I have left to use that don't have pan. Obviously, the ones that have pan, I can still use, of course, but I really want to focus in on those mattes that don't have any pan in them. And I haven't even touched the glitter since hitting pan because I don't love this glitter formula. So I was thinking about just depotting those 2 glitters because this isn't my favorite glitter formula. I like ColourPop's glitter formula, Profusion's glitter formula, and then I have single glitters. So I'm thinking maybe for next update, you'll see that those glitters are gone, but you can clearly see that I had hit pan in them. So I think I might just wait till the end of the project. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you care if I depot them now? Because I just don't think I'm going to use them again now that I've hit pan. But do you want me to leave them in just for progress photos? Like, I would love to know what you think. But as always, this is the time in the video where I give you the little slideshow of what the palette looked like in January with 0 pans to what it looks like now with 6 pans. So I will go ahead. We will put the palette up, and as always, I would love to hear everything you guys have to say in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the slideshow. I begin to